from a business perspective, in the infrastructure sector, it's very important for policies to have a certain amount of predictability. And we're not just talking about a few years. I know in Hong Kong, a few years is forever. Whereas actually, for us, it's multiple decades. That's what we're talking about, because once we build the asset, it's there for the next 40, 50 years, whether we like it or not. So it's very important for the policies to be more predictable. So I think it's very important, hence, for the local governments, subnational, whether or national, to actually have the capacity to really come out with quality developmental plans. The issue is, today, there's no lack of coordination on developmental plans. What is the economic developmental plan? And hence, what is the infrastructure that needs to be there? And there's a lack of coordination there. So I think today I'm going to play a little bit on the word coordination, and I'll keep putting it in, that there is a lack of coordination. Even within governments, different departments work in silos, and that is really a bit detrimental, I think, to efficient policymaking. On the next level, from this COP meeting up to Paris, I think hopefully by the time we get to Paris, we do see an international agreement which allows the principles that we talked about before, which is common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities. The reason why that's very important is that different cities, different countries, they all are at a different state of developmental progress. So it is a challenge to find what is the common direction, what is the reduction. Everybody knows that they need to reduce. So we need the framework to say, okay, well, if you committed to this reduction, then at least we're all going in the same direction. And secondly, there's a coordinated or maybe a common, at least common rules for MRV, so monitoring, reporting, verification. That's another area that at least that's the other bit of the glue that makes us all feel that we're also going in the right direction, because at least we're speaking a common language in how we're measuring, how we're getting there. And then the third level, which I think is extremely important, and I think this has not been talked about, is even initiatives between the different UN initiatives. And I bring this out because as business, sometimes many companies actually commit to the UN Global Compact, Sustainable Energy for All, and there's a whole bunch of these. And there's a lack of coordination. I truly believe there's a lack of coordination at that UN initiatives level, that somehow if those were coupled together and perhaps we provide the UNGC as that one vehicle to interface with business, because for business we need specific signals. We need specific tasks and targets that we can really think are tangible and we can work towards. And I think the UNGC could be that, and if it's linked to the sustainable development goals that are being developed today, then that type of coordination is very conducive to business actually being more efficient in trying to implement and deliver on all of these initiatives that the UN wants to see, which is basically a more sustainable future.
Great, thank you.